Hey Gina, wanna go to the mall and shop with me here in Celadon? Oh my gosh. I don't apologize for that at all. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Vitamin M coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Silver here. In the last episode, we defeated Lieutenant Surge, aka Lightning America. Yes, I'll say this again, that actually was his name in the original Japanese version of Red and Green. But we got to explore Celadon City a little bit, and here we're going to be taking another look at more stuff that we can do here actually. So there's the big department store here. This is basically Goldenrod's equivalent over here in Kanto for the department store here. And there's a couple cool things that we can get here. I mean, you got your basic items and different stuff like that. But the third floor with the TMs is where it gets really interesting. So we can talk to this guy right here. Welcome, how may I help you? And he'll, show us the TMs that are here. TM10, which is hidden power here. So you can get as many hidden powers as you want. It's not just the one guy from the Lake of Rage that gives you one. TM11 is Sunny Day, so you can get multiple Sunny Days here, and TM18 is also Rain Dance, so you can get multiples of those, and actually TM37 is here, which is Sandstorm. So the Weather Trio TMs in this game, you can actually get multiples of, in case you maybe wasted that first one, or you want to have your strategy for your team revolve around the weather and different uses. But there is actually TM17 here, which we haven't seen, I believe, and all it is Protect. Nothing more. It really has some more uses in double battles in later games, but here it's nothing too tremendously special, I think. Really only to save yourself for a turn, and I don't know. Single battles like this, you really have to be strategic about using Protect. That's kind of it for the mart right there. There's not really anything too special. I remember I went up here on the roof of the condominiums here, and there was a guy that will give you something at night after you listen to his story. In this game, he will give you TM3, which is Curse. Now, I've talked about Curse a little bit, and it works differently depending on ghost types and stuff like that, but it can be pretty good if you have something that's like a slow wall that will decrease its speed and up its attack and defense, but if you teach it to a ghost type, it will work differently with, the whole 1/6 of health down after every turn while cutting your HP in half. So, kind of use that with that in mind there. There are a couple other things here. Actually, if you played Generation 1, and I totally forgot to go over this over here, you remember that there was the Team Rocket hideout that was here at the Celadon Game Corner, behind this poster up here in the top right of the building. Well, we can actually take a look at it. Hey! Underneath this poster, there's nothing. Kind of a nice Easter egg, paying homage to the last game here. I always thought that was pretty funny. But that's pretty much it for the game corner. I don't really mess around with them in this game. Once again, with those Pokemon there, you should have 6 team members by this point. I don't know why you wouldn't. But hey, those are pretty good options if I do say so. Here we get to the diner, and can't really do anything here because, hi, we're holding an eat-a-thon contest. We can't serve you right now, sorry. So, nothing too fantastic, just people really stuffing their faces right here. It's not even Thanksgiving, so how about that? But I highly suggest you take a look at this trash can right here, because Vitamin M found some leftovers. This is another leftovers here. There wasn't just the one that we get from the Snorlax. I actually took that away and gave it to Skarmory, so I might actually give this to another Pokemon on my team. I think I might give it to... I haven't quite decided yet, but anyways, there are 2 leftovers you can get in this game. One from the diner there, and one from Snorlax. So that is definitely really nice. I believe there's a hidden item right here. There should be a PP up right around here in the southeasternmost part of the city here. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's right here. Should be up this way. But I found PP. Oh, but I got no space. Come on, man. Alright, what can I get rid of? I don't think I'm going to use this Bitter Berry. Alright, PP Up. PP Ups are pretty nice. They can definitely be very useful for moves that only have 5 PP. I've used 2 of mine already on Girafarig's Psychic and on, what's his name's? Nidoking's Earthquake. But, you're probably wondering, does this place have a gym? Well, of course it does. And of course I've already taken the liberty of fighting the people there, and if you remember what this guy was doing here in the last game, this gym is great. Only girls are allowed here. Okay. Oh, that's too funny. But, yeah, I've already fought everybody here, and this is the grass-type gym, interestingly enough. And we have our girl right here, Erika. So this is going to be pretty good right here, if I do say so myself. But this is largely what is really big when it comes to this town, of course. Like a lot of the towns in Pokemon, for sure. But, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk to her right here. Hello, lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. I'm afraid I may doze off. My name is Erika. I'm the leader of Celadon Gym. Oh, all the way from Johto, you say? How nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Alright, it's time to light her on fire with our moves here. Leader Erika wants to battle, let's go! She's going to be starting off with Tangela, level 42. It is a pure grass-type Pokemon, interestingly enough. One of the few in the entire game. The moves Wine Whip, Bind, Giga Drain, Sleep Powder. This thing is really easy. Because it's a pure grass-type, Bug and Poison are going to be super effective on it too. So it's got a ton of weaknesses you can take advantage of. And without that, Tangela is going down. And TYPHLOSION gets another level out of that. Okay, so half our team is level 50 right here. Looking pretty sweet, if I do say so. Next, she's going to be going for Victory Bell. Okay, she has two pretty darn good Pokemon, and Victory Bell is one of them. So, what do I want to do here? I want to actually do... Let's go with GIRAFARIG. Alright, Victory Bell. Level 46. Grass Poison type, with the moves Sunny Day, Synthesis, Acid, and Razor Leaf. So, if you would imagine Sunny Day is going to be upping your fire moves, but at the same time, one of her Pokemon does no Solar Beam. So this Victory Bell can lay it out, and then that other team member could take advantage of it. I will note, however, Synthesis's recovery depends on the weather. It is a lot better in the sunlight, and it's not that great in the rain or so. So just keep that in mind when it comes to this Victory Bell here, but not very hard whatsoever. Next is Jumpluff. Okay, this is going to be a little too easy right here. Jumpluff, level 41, Grass Flying type with the quad weakness to Ice, Wink Wink Nudge Nudge, with the moves Mega Drain, Leech Seed, Cotton Spore, and Giga Drain. This thing only has grass moves, and Jumpluff just isn't that great quite yet. It doesn't get those moves to kind of help its strategy out. Leech Seed can be a little bit annoying, but Giga Drain, oh man, watch out for that. But Jumpluff isn't that great. It's going to be going down pretty easy. And finally, her last Pokemon is Blossom. Blossom can be a little tricky here if you're not careful. You know, we're going to be having fun with this one. I'm going to stick with Golduck. Blossom, level 46, pure grass type. So once again, like Tangela, take advantage of a lot of weaknesses there. Moves Sunny Day, Synthesis, Petal Dance, and Solar Beam. So she might try to lay down a Sunny Day and then do a Solar Beam. But it looks like she's not going to be able to do a whole lot. I gotta say, I definitely like that she's got a Blossom, but at the same time, Vileplume, I kind of like a little bit more. But, oh well. Erika's going down just like that, pretty darn easily. And with that, that's it. Not a hard fight whatsoever. She's not too bad. And we got the Rainbow Badge off of that. I know a couple episodes we got the Rainbow Wing. I kept calling it the Rainbow Badge for whatever reason. I guess because we just got Brock's badge, and I don't know. I was just thinking of that here. That was a delightful fight. I felt inspired. Please, I wish you to have this TM. It is Giga Drain. It is a wonderful move that drains half the damage it inflicts to heal your Pokemon. Please use it if it pleases you. When I receive TM19, Giga Drain, as she says, not a bad move if I do say so. It's only 60 power in this game. It doesn't get buffed until Generation 4 with 80 power and 10 PP. Kind of help it out. So it's kind of hit or miss a little bit. You want to give it to a good Pokemon. Losing leaves a bitter aftertaste, but knowing that they are a stronger trainer spurs me to do better. Yep. If you learned anything from this episode, if you're gonna fail, fail big. I guess. I don't know. You gotta take a chance. You gotta roll the bones. But that's it for the gym here, and that's largely it for Celadon City. Not really a whole lot we can do here. She is one of the few gym leaders that will give you a TM, actually, which is interesting enough. But, you know, I don't know. I know there's only one that I can think of off the top of my head, but she is unique in that respect, that she is one of the few that will give you a TM. So, without further ado, we can head down something called Cycling Road right here. And I think I should also note right here, now that we're on Route 27, I believe, or Route 16, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself right here, we can actually find some new Pokemon. So, I still have Bellsprout with me to cut. You will need cut to get to the gym there, just like in Generation 1. And we can actually find a new Pokemon here. So we can find Grimer, Muck, Murkrow, and you can actually find Fearows here. There's a new Pokemon by the name of Slugma here. Slugma is a pure fire type who evolved into a fire rock type by the name of Markargo. I say it's a hard pass. You really don't want it. It's a very slow fire type, and once it evolves into a fire rock type, it gains a quad weakness to ground and water. It's not worth it whatsoever. I say pass up on it. It's terrible. If you're going to go with a fire type by this point, between him and Houndour, Houndour is definitely where it's at. So, you're not doing yourself any favors whatsoever, for sure. So, that's just what's up with that. But, here we are on Cycling Road right here, and this will take us to the next city of interest for us. So, here we go. Let's have some fun. And I know once you get to a certain point, I think once you get here, it will, no, if you get here, it will auto go down for you here. So I do want to, no, okay, we're going to be fighting. That's fine. Okay, so we got half the badges so far, and we got half to go. So, as you've probably been seeing here, for those of you who are familiar with the Generation 1 games, Kanto is very much truncated in this game. It's not that long whatsoever. There's not really a whole lot to do besides just get the 8 gym badges, and I've already told you my thoughts on the gym fights so far. They do ramp up towards the end, but Kanto is very truncated in this game, and you know, it kind of makes sense, just given the story and the plot. Things have kind of changed around since in the past 3 years here. I don't want to spoil too much about that, because there'll be some more that is revealed about that later, when it is fitting and proper to learn about that. But yeah, Kanto is definitely pretty truncated. I have to say, as someone who first played Blue, I kind of wish it was longer, but I definitely understand why it isn't, because it's definitely trying to be more of a post-game and have you concentrate on stuff in Johto, exploring that new region. This is just more than anything kind of an added bonus for having to go back to really where it all started and explore Kanto and, you know, get some new Pokemon and stuff like that. I always thought it was a really cool idea. I love this idea of going back to Kanto. But I do wish there was a little bit more. This part of the game just kind of flies by, and as you're kind of seeing here with level 30s and stuff, a lot of the trainers just don't have fantastic Pokemon that can really train you that well. I still suggest, obviously, getting all the EXP you want, and that you can get. Believe me, you're going to need it for sure. But I just kind of wish these trainers here would put up a little bit more of a fight. I don't know if they're just trying to get you leveled up in case you weren't really, I don't know, close to level 50 or something when you got to the Elite Four and finished it. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the thinking was, but, you know, it is what it is. I wish it was a little different, but, you know, there's not a whole lot I can do about it now. I don't know if there's a whole lot anybody can do about it now. But when you get to Cycling Road, when you try to go from this entrance and you go back uphill, you'll be going super duper slow. So it's kind of just best to fly more than anything. Just wanted to really mention that there. And here we are in Fuchsia City right here. And we can actually... Oh, well, I'm going to have to fight this guy back some here. But we have a patch of grass right here. Nothing really new. It's pretty much the same Pokemon as these last two routes, Cycling Road and then Route 16 there with Fearow, Grimer, Muck, and Slugma. So, yeah, I mean, not too much. there aren't really a whole lot of new Pokemon. There's some pretty good choices, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot to be found. So that's just something you do want to keep in mind while completing your Pokédex more than anything. But at the same time, if you are looking for a team member or to maybe replace one, you're not going to be doing yourself any favors really around Kanto here. If anything, you're just making it harder than on yourself because you're picking up at least level 20s, level 30s or so, and you're really going to have to train either using an EXP share and then going through the Elite Four, or just off of these trainers right here. And I really don't suggest that. I suggest rather that you use your main party Pokemon on these trainers right here to get all the experience that they can get, period. Because we are still in the thick of the last third of the game here, and there is still quite a bit to come. So that is just something you do want to remember here. So hopefully I can scoot by. Nope, I can't scoot. Darn it. I have to fight this guy. Shoot, man. Go away, Birdkeeper. Fly away. Birdkeeper Bob. Such a generic name. But Fuchsia City has also really been truncated. I don't want to spoil too much about that, because I do want to save that for the next episode, but it just kind of follows the trend of Kanto here, where it is very truncated. But there's a lot of routes that you don't even have to take, too. A lot of them are just devoted to fighting trainers. So that is definitely pretty good for experience, gaining experience. But, yeah. And there's the gym already, so how about that? But I'm going to hop in the Pokemon Center here, and wow, Nurse Joy is green. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay. Hopefully she doesn't have the Rona. She looks like she's about to throw up. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hopefully she gets better by the next episode. But, you know, that'll be it for today. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Vitamin M, I'm out, dudes.